1,000 desires whirl inside the mind, fast and furious that they are not born yet, causing an eruption of the view of life that once has been so vivid. Like the dragons in the sky encircling the storm, your desires cheer them on. And with each more desire, the taste of your reality turns bitter, until a once so sweet side of life is drowned out by all that is not there. How can this happen so quickly? A natural phenomenon to have a lack inside, desire spurred from emptiness, black holes refuel with images of what has never been, a lack of love, a longing for power, a heart that wishes for a different life. And in a world where everything seems to be in front of your feet, why do you get all that I don't have? Endless possibilities of how to live a life, and all are shown online. A girl with a smile bright as the moon, running through the rainforest, bare feet on the ground, worries, never knew her name. Another swimming with the fish in the sea, floating with the crystal waves, no sign of anything missing there. And the one who travels through the world, nothing is ever hard on that way. I can get lost in these one-sided fantasies and wish to live 100 different lives at the exact same time. Truth is, I can't. The desires inside will not vanish, but you can decide which ones to keep, which ones really belong to you. Pick those that come from your own roots, the ones that make your heart smile when you imagine they would turn into reality. Those you keep. All else that you collected over time while seeing all sorts of different lives, thank and let them go. A single human simply doesn't have the capacity to hold on to all desires that emerge when seeing all that is not yours. Getting inspired by what's possible nourishes your dreams and helps on the quest to find what is and what isn't for you. Feel into your lack and look for its roots in the darkness. Your past history might reveal some answers too. Knowing the intention behind a desire, shining light onto the question of why you should or shouldn't follow it. Desire, which intention is rooted in jealousy, revenge, or gloom, might not fill your life with what you actually wished for when it comes true. But hold out a hand to those desires that aren't built on rotten roots, ones that feel right to you without a reason, and ones that you feel belong to you. Hold your hand out to them and find peace in their existence, knowing that those black holes guide a part of your way and that you might get the chance to fill them with light. Being at peace with what you don't have, with what isn't your reality, doesn't mean to stop dreaming or to no longer work on fulfilling them. It simply releases the pressure of bringing so much into reality that isn't there yet. And instead of focusing on all the lack in your life, to see what already is and how far you've already come. And when your lack is no longer the bottom line, something more powerful can take its place. A feeling of contentment. Contentment is the highest form of happiness because it doesn't vanish after a laugh or a cheerful surprise. It stays, spreading out, slowly finding its way into your day-to-day life like a sneaky river finding its way through the grass and the mountains. It's an underlying feeling that inhabits the mind, the body, and the soul. A feeling of goodness and rightfulness about the direction your life is going and where and what it is right now. A sudden acknowledgement of your life's way, your existence, and that everything moves to a natural rhythm, falling into place. From a place of contentment, your acts are more easeful, since the door to newfound generosity is suddenly open. I guess the love for life comes with the acceptance of how life is, and it unravels in the form of contentment. Hand in hand with all that is your current reality, and with all that lays in the midst of your desires. From there on, each tiny step forward carves the picture of a dream that comes to life. Your desires are guiding your hands, and make sure you stay on track with the picture you want to create. So, living with desires is natural, and a feeling of contentment can coexist alongside. That is balance, acknowledging your lack and your abundance at the same time, meeting both with acceptance to form a foundation of contentment, of peace, providing a beautiful source for each of your actions. Can you imagine the beauty that sprouts from seedlings that are sowed with the feeling of contentment inside? I bet they gleam with peace.